And we are live. What is going on, everyone? It's your boy Johnny Dunn, and we are back with another one. Today, epic VeVe live stream. Today, we have the Invisible Woman from the Fantastic Four. It's a blind box drop, and today we have it in the premium format. It's not the first appearance. Obviously, the first appearance was with the Marvel Mighties, as you guys know. And we did see a nice little run up once this got dropped, once this got announced. So let's dive into the details. Shout out to the chat. Thanks for joining in today. Haven't been feeling great this morning. Thanks for bearing with me, everybody. I woke up, stomach's feeling absolutely awful today. So it took me a little bit longer to get onto the actual live stream. We got a commercial ad in the middle of this, so sorry about that. Let's dive into the details, everybody. So we got Sue Storm. We got the common, 16,500 editions. Again, blind box, $50 list price. Then we have the uncommon, 12,500 editions. Then we have the rare, 6,500 editions. Everything's $50, remember. Then we have the animated ultra rare, 3,650. I think the animations look pretty cool in this one. The secret rare, 1,500 editions. So that's pretty interesting to see. We see 1,500 editions for the secret rare. That, I think, is a good sign right there. That means that, you know, for the Spider-Man, the Captain America, the secret rares on them, they're still at 1,000 editions. So I think as we see the user base keep growing, they're going to keep expanding it just a little bit. Shout out Willow Kid. Appreciate you big time, my man. We got December Bitcoin. Jabe, how we doing, fam? Feel better, bro. I don't think I'm sick, guys. Just my stomach's feeling absolutely awful this morning. Took me a while to get going, but we here feeling a little bit better. Drank a bunch of water, and that made me feel a lot better. So I feel like water is the absolute remedy. You know, drink a bunch of water anytime the stomach's not feeling right. Like Gate, let's go. Bless the chat, everybody. Now, my strategy going into this one today, let me show you guys what this looks like first. Obviously, you guys can see, but it's always nice to look at it together. See what we got going on today. This is Sue Storm. We got the common, the uncommon. Then we got the animated ones. We got the ultra rare, the secret rare down here. For me, if I get the secret rare today, I'm definitely looking to flip. Now, I think this is a pretty cool looking collectible. I think Fantastic Four, you know, Invisible Woman, I think that's going to be a pretty solid one long term. But right now, right away, I need some gems. So I'm looking to stack some gems right now. We don't know what's going to get announced end of the month, you know, into next month, into the spring. So hopefully, you know, we're able to stack some gems together, get ready for these drops. Now, luckily for me, I do have a pretty solid foundation of sets, so I'm not really looking to complete the set so much right now. I'm more so looking for the blue chip grails, you know, looking at things I can flip for more gems to reinvest into collectibles I really, really love. I've noticed these commons are valuable, absolutely, Crypto King. So a lot of times what tends to happen is not necessarily on this drop particularly, but for example, a lot of times they make the commons the most valuable or the most popular character, like we saw with Wonder Woman. And I think the reason why they do that is because if they made Wonder Woman the ultra rare in that set, it would demand a huge amount of money, and only limiting it to, say, 2,000, 1,000 editions, it's a very popular character. So they want to make sure that everybody who's a fan of that character is able to get that character to collect. So because of that, think back of all these other legendary commons that are almost grails at this point. The FA Joker, that's a common. The FA Harley Quinn, that's a common. The Todd FA Batman, that's a common. The Elsa, that's a common. Wonder Woman, common. So that's why I always think these low mint commons, if you can get one of them, that's going to be a huge separator right there. Morning, JD. How we doing, Tony? How we doing, brother? Little kid, if you didn't have a Todd, would you sell your only Superman? Oh, man, it's tough. So tough. And some Ultraman dupes to grab it? Or wait to see how things play out through Q1? I'm afraid Todd going to keep running. Willow, that's tough, man. I think 2 right there. I think Superman's going to always keep running. I think Todd Batman's always going to keep running because, you know, things always come back to the Genesis. So, like, think about people who are going to be joining in. It's season 3 right now, right? Imagine people joining in season 4 or 5, and they see the Todd Batman at the 10, 15, 20K mark. Their whole life goal is going to be try to get that Todd McFarlane Batman because it's the first VeVe NFT. It's priced at 15K. So before, it was so hard to look at that as like the prized possession because it was only 300, 400 bucks, right? Maybe 1,200 bucks, depending on when you joined. So because now it has that high price point, people are going to be targeting that as soon as they join the app. So I think Todd, because it's the FA Batman, because it's the first NFT on VeVe, it's the first DC collectible ever in the digital world. Man, that's a tough one, Willow. Superman, I'm okay with selling your duplicate Ultraman, even though I think Ultraman's gonna run. Ultraman one, I'm okay with getting rid of for Todd. I would say if you had a duplicate Superman, I would say yes. You only got one though, man. It's so tough. You got to be willing. It's almost like you want to be known as like the OGs. Got the Todd, Batman, Superman's legendary though. So FA Superman's gonna keep running. I think you got either decision. If you hold, you got to be okay knowing that Todd's just going to keep running. If you sell, I think you got to be okay with knowing that Superman's going to keep running. So it's going to be a tough one right there, man. Maybe you have some other collectibles. I know you got the wall. I don't think you want to trade the wall. If you can try to do the Ultraman dupes and maybe some other big collectibles, I don't know what else you got. Maybe go through some and I'll see what my opinion is on them. JD, I bought yesterday Eternals Common 911 for 75 gems. Wow, that seems like an absolute steal, James. Especially because 911, obviously everybody knows that number, right? Everybody knows that number. Call the emergency, call the cops, 911. Need help? 75 gems for a 3-digit mint. That's big right there. I think Eternals is a pretty good comic book too. I'm not the comic book guru. I'm not the comic book expert, but you talk to Sleeping Comics, Comics and Crypto, I think they're going to tell you that Eternals is a pretty good comic book. I have a 3-digit as well. Yeah, exactly. 911. Facts. We got December. How we doing, fam? Man, I'll tell you what, water is definitely the key. I think I've been drinking too much coffee. I don't know. I woke up this morning, took a shower, came out of the shower, started sweating profusely. I was like, oh, man. Stomach didn't feel right. Colton Road, how we doing, brother? December asked, which common was that? What are you asking about, December? Which common was that? Oh, the Eternals. Eternals comic book. I got the Superman on drop too. Willow said, wow, yeah, that's a huge come up then, man. I missed all the Superman on the drop. I know it was like $50. I had to pay, I think, $150 for mine. But think about that, $150 for where it's at now. Whew. I had 3 at one point. Unfortunately, I had to sell one early. What do you think the long-term value will be? What do you think will be long-term more valuable? Joker FA or Wonder Woman? Because I have a Joker 659 and looking to flip to get 2 Wonder Womans. I'm going to still say FA Joker. Wonder Woman's going to be huge, though. FA Wonder Woman's going to be big time. I would say you have a low mint FA Joker, though. That's amazing. My lowest mint is a 550 or 500 or something. So 659 is amazing, man. FA Joker low mint's going to demand a lot of money. I think it's already demanding a lot. FA Joker has a lot going for it, especially because it's a season 1 collectible. It's a season 1 iconic, $79.99 retail price. I would lean FA Joker, but FA Wonder Woman's going to be right behind it, like right behind FA Harley Quinn. If I was to rank them, because it's going to be hard to pass up a FA Joker from season 1, FA Harley Quinn from season 1. FA Wonder Woman, I would say, is like right behind them. But you see, you have a low mint, so what you could do, I like to treat low mints 2 different ways. I always talk about how if you see a low mint near the floor, it may be wise to, if you have a higher mint, almost like swap mints, list your higher mint for the floor, buy back that low mint close to the floor. Because now when you have a low mint, you could do the first maneuver, and then also, if you wanted to, say, stack another collectible, you could list that low mint Joker. I don't know what the price is demanding. Maybe a 2K. Maybe that's what it's demanding, like 1.8. I'm not sure exactly. Maybe 1.5. I doubt it's only 1.5. I think floor is like 1.5. I haven't checked the FA Joker floor since it was like 1.1. Basically, what I'm saying is you can list that low mint for a lot more than what the floor is demanding for. Buy back the floor, and then maybe you're able to buy back a Wonder Woman as well. Maybe you won't be able to get 2 Wonder Womans at that point. But I think if you can at least get one Wonder Woman and buy back a floor FA Joker, that'd be a good bet right there, I think. Not financial advice. Remember that Storm gun for 200? Now it's above 600. Glad I didn't sell. Woo! Colton Road. Good hold, my man. Good hold. Yeah, Storm I think is a good one. Ultra rare. I think that's what you're talking about, right? The ultra rare dipped pretty big on that. That's the first X-Men. That's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good one. People just got kind of slept on it a little bit because it's not, X-Men like FA Wolverine. It's not anything crazy like that. How we doing, Paz, my man? That's how I feel. Yeah, Colton Road. That's not a bad idea. Were you the one talking about the? No, it was Knight Rider talking about the FA Joker. I feel like people are sleeping on the comics, like Alpha Flight comic. I didn't pick up Alpha Flight. It's the first Canadian superhero. That's all the Canadians up there. I think comics are being slept on big time though, because just think about it. I mean, right now we can't even put them in the showroom. So like, think about what's going to happen to the comics when we can put them in the showroom just to display as posters. Some of these comics have such great artwork to where they could have sold them as posters alone, not even a fully readable comic book, and it would still go crazy in price. So I think the fact that we can only display these in augmented reality right now and read them. We can't really show them off on our profile even. I think just being able to display them here, like if you just look on the profile and like once we're able to display them on the actual profile like this, comic books will go crazy at that point, let alone being able to put them in our showroom. I mean, I don't even have the biggest comic book collection, and I'm not the comic book expert. I don't absolutely love comics, but I think for me, I'm obsessed with the comics now. So like, I can't wait to put them in the showroom. So just imagine all the comic book experts, like, and all the comic book fans, like the diehard fans out there. What up, brother? I hope the VeVe guys treating you well today, my man. Appreciate you big time. I hope so too. Hopefully we get a secret rare. I don't know if I'm going to stay on the marketplace until the marketplace opens. I'm going to try to. Why not, right? Oh, the stomach. Yeah, man. Colton. The stomach was brutal today. I don't know what's going on. But it is feeling better, so we'll see how I feel. See how I feel. Got fun under the sun in the building. What's good? What it do? What it do? We got Doobs in the building. Canada man. People need to know comics are the FA of all these characters. Big fact. Everyone chasing collectibles, but the story and art is the FA. No brainer. Yeah, I think what they're doing is, they have the FA appearance in the comic book world, and then they're having the first appearance of the collectible, like the first time in 3D digital format. So I think that's why it's a little bit separated. But again, I think comics are slept on big time because just imagine the comics are going to do well just because, they're still after comics and they're fully readable too. They're not just artwork. But once we can put them in that showroom and display them as artwork posters, people can come in, read those comics. It's going to be a game changer. I have a lot of comic books that I want to show off right now. So I can only imagine there's people who have, all the secret rares. And I picked up a secret rare the other day just for the aesthetics. I didn't really pick it up for, the value. I didn't think it was a sought after comic book. It was Avengers number 80. I think it was Red Wolf. I don't think that's a sought after iconic Holy Grail comic book. It is a first appearance. It's, it's Avengers. It's pretty decent comic book, I think, on the scale rating. If I was to say, I'm not a comic book expert, obviously, but picked it up really just because I love the way it looks. Want some more MCP points, but some comics that I think are slept on still is like obviously the Grails, Fantastic Four #1. Regret not picking up like 5 ultra rares when it was only like $300. I think that's the Grails are always going to keep going up. I think the Marvel Comics #1. Fantastic Four #1, Amazing Spider-Man #1. Even I think Journey into Mystery, I'm big on that one. I just picked up an ultra rare, a second ultra rare of Journey into Mystery. Because I feel like those early Genesis comic books that came out on the VeVe, like right away, those first ones, I think they're going to be legendary. Keep sleeping, FA is FA. Hope we get some today. Yeah, I hope we do get some today. Absolutely. Yeah, Z Brito. This is actually a great point you just brought up the rare comics. Yep. So I've been picking up a lot of rare and ultra rare ones that are cheap, because ultra rares can be like as cheap as like 110 bucks. And rares are great too, because rare get, like you said, give you 2 master collector program points, and they can be as cheap as like 50 bucks. And their liquidity. Yep. Yep. Because if you sell one, you lose all the points for that set. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I think rares and then like cheap ultra rares that you can find for like 100, 110 bucks still. Let's go. I'm big on Journey into Mystery. Yep. Big time. We got a minute 17 left to the drop, y'all. Hey, appreciate you, Colin. I'll see you back. One minute. Yep. 1 minute. 3 seconds left. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the rares. I am going to take a couple sips of the coffee. Hopefully it doesn't mess with my stomach. A little coffee gate action here. Been striking out on these drops. Got to get one here. Got to get one. Make sure those files are removed. All right, fam. I'm going to record it. I'm going to delete all my apps that are running. Forgot to do that. Definitely like to delete all the apps that are running. Make sure my phone's running as fast as possible. We got 23 seconds. I'm going to take that comment off. 15 seconds, fam. Again, buy now button's going to be popping up right here. I don't know if you guys can see or not, but 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Bye now. Come on, give it to me. Nope. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Dang it. That was the longest pause ever. Man, they're messing with me now. Nada. I've had like no confidence. It's so crazy how let's go. James got one. Let's go, brother. Congrats, my man. Let me know if anybody else got one. I struck out big time again. My confidence has gone down big time on these drops. I was gonna say it's so funny because there was a point where I was so confident in these drops. I felt like Tiger Woods. Like, you know, every day I was just gonna win. But slowly but surely, we realize I am human. Systems overloaded. Big L. Sorry, Willow. Yep, took the L. Nepal. Sheesh. Too long, JD. Sorry. Right. Crazy. Let's go, Paz. Anybody get anything good? Any ultra rares, secret rares? Make a tweet real quick. Make a tweet saying it's rigged. I'm just kidding. L, bro, all month. Yeah, Bosco, man. I've been struggling too, man. I think the last like 7 collectibles I missed. Unbelievable. Congrats to the guys who got one. Yeah, December. It's been a rough one for us lately. It's been a rough one. Let's go. Zebretto got one. No buybacks now? No, I think it's still happening, right? Got one, but no green truck. Okay. So we just gotta wait to see what you got. Uncommon. That's pretty solid, Kelvin. Let's go. I'm gonna take I'm posting the video of the of the drop today. My timing has been off. That's crazy. What's going on, Danny Williamson? It's crazy because the iPhone 7 seems to be like the magical one. I don't know why or what it is, but the iPhone 7 seems to be the magical phone. When a rebound, so rebounds are every 4 minutes. So it looks like another one's coming up in a minute. I probably will. Oh wait, no, I can't because it's sold out already. My button went away. Like I'd probably pick up a comment or something like that of one of these, just to have. Let's go. Got a rare. Solid. Sue Storm must be popular. Definitely a popular character. I think plus we have so many people going for the drops today. And just in general now. I mean, so many people are trying to make it come up. It's where even if you don't absolutely love Storm, you can flip it for, say, probably close to $1,000. The secret rare, I would think. Didn't get a green truck, but have one pending delivery. Oh, that means you got one, Orlando. Good stuff, good stuff. Anybody get the rebound on this first 4-minute attempt? A lot of people struck out. Let's go, Ed. Yeah, I've definitely been feeling human lately. Haven't been feeling alien-like at all. Nah, struck out big time. MF Floyd. Been striking out lately. Have not had much luck. Linux said, "What up, JD? Got an uncommon. Wife scored 1-2, but not sure what she got. Want to check the error message. Should be able to find out soon. Another 30 minutes. 16 and a half commons and my favorite YouTubers aren't hitting. Sheesh, it's over, y'all." That's hilarious. What up, Gio? How we doing, fam? Yeah, think about that, right? I didn't really think about the edition sizes either. Let me go over the details again of the edition sizes. Let me show you guys. Obviously, 1,500 for the secret rare. If you guys got that, you know, you're blessed. We got 3,650 ultra rare. For the rare, 6,500. The uncommon, we got 12,500. And here's the big one, right? 16,500 editions for the common. Obviously, it's not that many when we have over probably 200,000 people on the drop screen, right? At the time of the drop. But compared to the old days, those were small edition sizes. I'm saying compared to the old days, that would be big edition sizes. So crazy to see something that, you know, 16,000 editions just for the common we're struggling with. But again, that's just the common theme that's been happening. As VeVe keeps growing, it's just going to get harder and harder to get these drops. So that's another reason why I think the Master Collector program is kind of being slept on right now. Could be the only way you get these drops is the MCP program. So I think as we saw the blue chips just skyrocket lately, I think a lot of people are saying obviously you go for the blue chips instead of the MCP points. But I've been big on, you know, talking about how I think you should try to have a little bit of both. I think having a little bit of both just gives you a little bit more exposure to being able to get these future drops. Because think about it, you know, in a couple more months when it gets rolled out and say the big Star Wars Darth Vader that everybody keeps talking about, you know, Darth Vader animated would be unbelievable. Luke Skywalker, obviously the big P word Pokemon, if that was to ever drop. Still got sports collectibles. Imagine a Tom Brady secret rare. So you see how fast the non-first appearance Sue Storm 16,000 edition sells out. What do you think the top collectibles in the world are going to sell out in? So if you have some Master Collector program points built up, you're going to be able to get these drops that are blue chips in the future. Otherwise, you know, I don't think you're going to be able to grab them unless you pay a premium in the marketplace for them. So I think if there's a way, I know obviously money's limited for all of us, but if you can focus on those blue chips, but also maybe if you see some, rare comic books, some ultra rare comic books for cheap, and you got some few extra gems, it may be wise to stack a few extra Master Collector program points, because it's really about accruing those points. 3 points in one day won't do too much. You can earn those points just from commenting you can earn up to 25 points a day just in the feed, liking, comment, engaging with people. So the 3 points right away won't be that, big of a deal, but it's the accruing daily. So if you can hold these secret rare comics day after day for months, the rare comics for months and months, the sets for months and months, that's when you're really going to start to build up these Master Collector program points. Because you got to think of how many I'm accruing, and I'm not even a whale, right? There's people with more sets than me. I have just under 50. I think I have like 46 maybe. But I've been collecting since March. So all these Master Collector program points are going to be built up since March, April, May, June. It's not just like a one-time, one-day type thing. So I think those accruing points are going to be huge trying to get those Holy Grail drops in the future. Stillax, he got one. Let's go. How we doing, MBZ? It was my first try on this app, and I got one. Nice. Let's go. Let's go. Great luck right there. Come here, JD. Shout out to you for joining into Stillax TV. I think VeVe's an awesome app. I think you're going to have a lot of fun with it. And shout out to you for getting your first drop. That's amazing. Let's go. Give us some likes for the live stream. Appreciate you, December. Big time. Drops are definitely getting harder. I think so, too. Ultra rare number 900. Ed, that's big time, brother. Hey, comment on this drop. Still amazing. Shout out to Andy Ellis. I just saw a little bit of his YouTube video with NFT Pirates. My first ultra drop. Let's go. Riley Pie. My first animated collectible and drop. Let's go. That's always a great feeling. Norm. Roughly what percentage of your collection is comics versus collectibles? Not value, but simply quantity. Great question, Saggy Dot. Great question. So let me find out for you exactly. Value-wise, it's very heavy in the collectible side, obviously. My comic collection is getting up there, though. Don't sleep at my comic collection. I'm just kidding. But okay, for example, I have 220 collectibles right now, 46 sets. That's just collectibles. And then with comics, I have 383 total. So 383 minus 220. Is that like 160? That's right? 160? Yeah. So like 160 comics, 220 collectibles. Comics are getting up there. But I do have 40 of one comic that I will plan eventually on flipping down to like 5 maybe. So take out 30 comics there, and I just went hard on one comic basically. Yes, exactly. Yep, MF Floyd basically asked kind of what I just talked about. Chat's a little bit delayed, or I'm a little bit delayed. I'm a little bit late. So this comment said, have you been thinking of stacking up MCP point sets to help more drops in the future, like Murmur S2, giving you 20 MCP points per day? Yeah, absolutely. So that's a great set to get for stacking up MCP points. I did get rid of some sets, though, that I wasn't a big fan of, that I didn't love, like the Murmur like the Cryptkins. I think those are going to be big because it's season 1. It's a season 1 set, so I think all season 1 things will be great. I just had to come to a sacrifice. Like I had to come to a decision. Do I want this blue chip or do I want the sets just for the MCP season 1? Even though it's not a big IP, I chose the big blue chip collectibles. But the Myrmicornos, Cryptkins, anything with I think it has 9 or 10 collectibles in the set. That's going to give you a ton of MCP points a day. I'm more so focusing now. I have a pretty solid foundation of sets, 45, 46 sets right now, trimmed down from like 52, 53-ish, I think was the highest I got to. And also now I'm just adding rare comics, ultra rare comics, a couple secret rare comics. And that's kind of also how I'm building up my MCP points as well. No, I don't think it's the first animated drop that is idle animated. Because I think Captain America Even Breeze, I think that they just meant this is like their first animated collectible drop. No, I don't think VeVe hype will fade just because like it is frustrating, Steven. Like I know a lot of new users as well said they can't get drops, so they stop kind of. But the drops are only going to be a small segment of what VeVe really is in the future. We're going to be interacting with everybody. It's going to be almost like Sims the way I see it. Sims in a premium version to where you own the things and that money's real. So the drops are just going to be like a section to increase accessories in your house, etc., stuff like that. And the drop system is going to be a lot more fair, I think. A lot easier. I guess fair is the right word. I mean, the queue system is going to be a different way to get the drops. So I think that's going to be a lot more beneficial to new users as opposed to how the drop system is now. Yep, Jade. I'm not really sure about points per day because I don't know how many points I'm earning per day. So I'll have to try to think about how many points a day. Is that good, bad? Should you get more points a day? It's hard to tell because we don't know how many points we're accruing a day. Toxic, that's hilarious. Yeah, the waiting queue. It should be soon. It should be either end of this month, February, or probably latest it would be is March. So next, we only have a few more weeks, I would say, of this kind of drop system. No rebounds, bro. Dang it. Should I start looking for a Lambo now or wait a little bit? Lambo is not the smartest move with your money. It depends on situation. If you don't have too much, you don't want to be blowing your cash all the way, right? You don't want to be blowing on Lambos, going broke in a year. You don't want to be one of those people. So depends on your situation. I know for me, that's not going to be me. I'm going to, not going to blow my success early. Seen too many people do that. Yo, my homie just got his first NFT on the rebound. Let's go. Paz, isn't that a great feeling? You get some new people in the VeVe. They may be kind of down it, etc. They land their drop, and they are hype, I bet, right now. Let's go. Got 2 commons. What do you think would be the best to go for specimen drop? What do you mean by that, Bosco? Audible, how we do today, brother? Oh, let's go. We got an ultra rare. Let's go, dude. And I just saw your tweet. Why stick? He got a rare. I think a rare is a good one on him today. I think rares are good just because of the MCP points. Your chat is on delay. Yeah, I'm a little bit late getting all these. Which drop you going for tomorrow? I mean, we only have the one drop, I think, tomorrow, right? We only have the Darrow, or the Veil, I should say. I haven't really thought about it too much, to be honest. You got a common 1562 mint. Oh, that's pretty solid. All this bread off these come-ups goes right back into more passive streams of income. Solid way to look at it, little kid. That's really how I see VeVe being for me. I mean, everyone's going to be in a different position, obviously. But for me, personally, I want to treat VeVe as like a way I can make passive income, meaning, I want to be able to rent out a couple collectibles I have duplicates of. I want to be able to charge a 1 gem admission fee for the day, or maybe a 1 gem admission fee, 2 gems admission fee for the entire day. Come in my showroom as many times in and out as you want all day for 2 gems total. Like, that's the way I kind of want to see passive income for the rest of my life with VeVe. When Lambo, when new Honda Odyssey, I have a family. Yeah, right. Hondas are good cars too, man. I'm a Honda right now. Johnny, since the end of last year, I can't get a smooth transaction. Cal Ross, it's been tough, my man. We do have a new drop system coming in, so I think that's going to help tremendously. It comes up with payment error every time. Huh, okay. Weird. It's permanently glitched. So basically, like, you don't get the green truck, but you still get the collectible. Like today, you got one. I feel like it's been happening to a lot of people. I would say, once the new drop system comes, it's probably not going to keep happening to you. I think right now we're just trying to basically just get to this new drop system. Once that happens, we can see how that's going for everybody, what everybody's thoughts are, feedback is. Because at the end of the day, if everybody hates the new drop system, who's going to change it back or change it to something else? But I think this is going to be beneficial to everybody. Oh, okay, yeah, right. I mean, what is the best one of common, uncommon, rare, ultra rare, secret rare to have a chance of getting it? Because you can pick which one to go for. Talking about the veils, right? Okay, yeah, for the specimen drop. Yep. Okay. So I haven't really thought about this one too much for the veil. I probably will talk about it when it's time for the drop. But it's for tomorrow, right? Pretty sure the veil's tomorrow. Same time. Let me just double check. Yep. 11 a.m. And I think they changed it to where that's actually for the Eastern time now. It's actually, it won't always say PT. It'll be where your time zone is. I think. I'm pretty sure. So for that one, let's look at the details here, what they look like. I probably won't go for the ultra rare because ultra rare will just be impossible to get. Same with the rare. Most people are going to go for the common. So it's always, for me with these nowadays, it's between the common and uncommon. I think the rare would be my favorite one, the way it looks. But to even just land one, I might go with the uncommon or the common. And I'm leaning uncommon maybe. Wow, Zenge, if you got a 41 common storm, do not sell it right now. Or if you do, I shouldn't say that because you can flip into a lot of gems. Let me just say this. 41 is one of the most expensive mint numbers you can find. It's the first one available to the public. So a 41 common is going to be a lot of money. I don't know if you mean a common visible woman or a common storm. It's like a 41, because the VeVe team takes the first 40. So 41 is the first one available to the public. You can charge a lot of gems for that. Where do ultra rares usually go in the market off the app? Off the drop, I think you mean, Audible? It's going to be interesting on this one. The ultra rare Captain America is now up to over $1,000, but it was at $400 or $500 for the longest time. That's a non-FA Captain America. Captain America is one of the most popular characters. So I would actually see this probably. I'm trying to think here. Ultra rare, I'm going to guess, is going to come out the gate anywhere from like probably around $400 maybe. Maybe I'm completely wrong on that, but I think it's going to come out to where around $400. We'll see. I'm going to stay away from it just because I'm not the biggest fan of Invisible Woman. It's not FA. I'll probably cop a common just to have one maybe if it's cheap. But Specimen 04 or bust. Willow, I hope you get it, my man, because if you get that ultra rare, that's a lot of money right there. Yep. Black Suit Spider-Man comics all next week. Yeah, so Jabe, if your button's like gray and you can't hit that buy now button, you're gonna have to go back and then come back in that section. So you keep after going back and come back in. That's why it's so important to stay on that screen. If you click buy now originally and it's sold out already, don't exit out of that screen, because if you exit out and you come back in, the buy now button will be like disabled from clicking. And at that point, you have to go back and come in, and hopefully it comes back up. Ideally, you just stay on that screen, and then every 4 minutes, that's when you keep attempting to buy now. Because if you stay on that screen, the buy now button will probably still be able to be clickable. Number 41, Ultra Rare 07 Glider, sold for over 5K on drop day. I believe it. Invisible Woman, sorry. Yeah, Zenji, that's a huge... If you're new, let me just tell you that the 41 is probably the most important, valuable mint number you can possibly get. So that's amazing that you just got that one. Everyone's saying, do not sell that 41. 41 listed for 10K minimum. Yeah, facts. Like, yeah, ultra rare, good guess right there. Pads 300, 400. I could see the same thing. Someone asked what the ultra rare is probably going to go for. Yeah, Zenji, I would say hold that, because that's, especially if it's your first collectible. If this is your first drop and you just got a 41 mint, you're gonna, after you realize and you understand what this space is, the more you learn and everything, you're gonna realize in like a month or two, like, wow, like that's iconic right there. So, like we're saying, I mean, you have like over a $10,000 collectible right there, and that's gonna be big time. It may take a little bit to sell because it's a higher mint. It's not going to be as liquidable as like a floor, as something that's a higher mint on the floor price. But there's a huge demand for low mints, and you have the lowest mint possible. So that's easy. Don't list that for like less than 10K, like they're saying. That's going to be big time right there. Should I sell ultra rare? If it was me, Josh, I would sell the ultra rare, but it all depends on what it's going for in the market. And it depends on your situation. If you guys need the gems. Let's go. And you got it before the market opens. Animated Human Torch. Head cracks 85, said Huddle. People who sold their secret rare on drop day are kicking themselves on the Storm. Yeah, Storm's got a good one. It's the FA of Storm, and it's a huge character. It's not as popular, obviously, as like Wolverine, but I think they're gonna do more to make that character popular in the future. And it's the first X-Men character, so there's a lot going for Storm. Like, it all depends on your situation too, because say you don't need the gems. Well, then I would just hold anything if you don't need gems. But if you need the gems, you got to be willing to say, would you hold common or uncommon, Karen? What's the Karen after? I'm not sure what the Karen is. If it was the common, I probably would just hold it if you're talking about this drop, Invisible Woman. If it's a common or uncommon, I probably would just hold, just because it's probably not going to demand that much value in the marketplace right away. So I think you would I think you would just end up selling it too low if you sold it right away. Like, when I think the marketplace opens in another few minutes, the value of the common, uncommon probably should be higher than what it's going to be selling for. The Queen of Wakanda title has me thinking all sorts of stuff. As a new Black Panther movie. See, that's what I keep thinking. I mean, I'm thinking that they released Storm for a reason, and with everything that happened with the Black Panther, unfortunately, I think they will make that a big part of the MCU moving forward. Fantastic Four is Karen. Might be a term I'm just not familiar with. I'll probably look back at this and just laugh. But so Kathy, a common or uncommon. Now, maybe you can get away with selling the uncommon for pretty expensive right away, because what tends to happen in the marketplace for something like this, maybe prices start out at X amount for this amount, and then as more and more get delivered in the market, it becomes saturated and prices start to dip a little bit. So maybe if you have both a common and uncommon, maybe you could get away with selling the uncommon for a pretty high point in the marketplace right away, list it for something high, and then hope you get a buyer. And then maybe as the collectibles start pouring in the market, it saturates, maybe you could buy back for a little bit cheaper. I just think that difference, you won't make too much money with the uncommon. Yep, of course. If it was me for this drop, I'm probably just gonna buy a common. So if I got both a common, uncommon, maybe I'd look to sell the uncommon, make my money back, and just basically get a free collectible out of it. Something like that. The way I look at this is, everything that drops, if you hold this one, in 6 months, it's probably gonna at least double. But drops like these, since it's not FA, since it's Invisible Woman, and it's not a huge iconic character like the Hulk or Wolverine or another Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, it just may take longer for something like this to appreciate and value. So that's why I always think that if you could sell it for a high right away, it'd be more optimal to use those gems into something else that may go up even quicker. But then again, it all depends on your situation. Maybe you're a big fan of the Fantastic Four. You like Invisible Woman a lot. You want to match it up with your Marvel Mighty. So then you may just want to hold on to it. Price prediction. I think the ultra rare, I think Paz hit the nail on the head. It's going to be probably anywhere from like 300 to 400. I'm thinking like 350 to 450 range. The ultra rare may come out as. The secret rare, I'm not too sure. I think if you could sell the secret rare for, I always want to say 1,000, but it's interesting to see because I'm not sure what it's going to come out as. I just know for me, like these are the types of drops that I love to use as a way to flip into more gems and wait for the Star Wars, the FA Hulk to drop, the FA Wolverine. And like someone else was saying too, we've already seen FA Wolverine Hulk in comic books. Actually, I'm not sure if we've seen the Hulk FA in comic books. But like Wolverine, etc. These legendary characters. But the difference is that's the first appearance of that character in comic book format, right? But when it drops in the 3D collectible format, that's a whole different format. So that's why they get the FA. Zombie Cat was under retail forever, and he was over 80 the other day. Wow, yeah, the whole market pumped. Exactly, Paz, yep. Eventually, Sue Storm will get its time to shine and pump. Just like Harley Quinn, the Red and Black series, that finally pumped, right? Not sure if that's solely because of Ray Fixie or not, but ooh, Lenick. Said, yo, JD, what do you think of an uncommon 1221? So you got a good mint number going for you there. You got a 1,000 mint, and you have, I forget the word for this, when it's basically the same way, forwards and backwards. Yeah, the Incredible Hulk #1 from 1962. It makes sense, Paz. But, yep. Uncommon 1221. Like I was saying, you have a 1,000 mint number. You have a mint number that reads the same forwards and backwards. It's always going to be a little bit more valuable. Definitely don't list it at the floor. It's an uncommon, so it should be a little bit more valuable than the common at least. It's going to be one of those where you'll get more value than the floor for sure. I just don't think it's going to be crazy valuable. All right, market's still not open. Hey, Johnny, you got one? Nope, Florian, I missed today. Florian Walter. Missed out big. Did not have a great drop. I missed like the last 7 or 8, I think, on the drops. Unbelievable. I almost wasn't even about to live stream this drop. My stomach was feeling that bad. But eventually it felt better. I was like, you know what? Gotta come on for the fam. The Invisible Woman. Let me go over the drop for tomorrow. We got your main Rogers, the Veil, Specimen. The common drops tomorrow. 3,333. So super limited again. They're gonna be valuable. The uncommon, 2,222. The rare, 1,777. And the ultra rare, 999, less than 1,000. That's gonna be super quick. I wouldn't mind missing every. Just give me a dang Todd. Yeah, for real. Are you tapping the tiny space above the notify me button for the collectible blind boxes or timing it? Last time I actually tried spamming it, didn't work. And I had like perfect timing too. Like perfect timing on the spam. Like it was just boom. I was just going boom and I got it. Didn't get the collectible, but I had perfect time and everything with that and wasn't able to get it. So today I just went with the timing aspect. Missed out on the timing aspect. One tap. I have a question. According to the terms of service, is it illegal if I send gems to my girlfriend's account and she sends me a piece for it? Absolutely not my second account. She could also proof with KYC. Like send you a collectible, like you send her gems and she sends you a collectible. Audible got it with the one hit timing. Nice, let's go. Paz, you're hilarious. Now, Florian, I think that's fine, right? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You're not doing anything wrong or illegal. You're just sending a collectible. You're sending gems to your girlfriend's account. She's sending you a collectible. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Yeah, I think that's fine. Oh, let's go. It's open. All right, so the secret rare is going for 1.9K. Ooh, bless me. The ultra rare is going for 489. Hey, let's go. We called it. I was saying, well, actually, I guess it was a little bit more than what I said. I said around 400. I said 350 to about 450. And the floor is 450 right now. Let's go. So, yeah, it was about what me and Paz said. So, we got the secret rare is going for 1.7K. 26 in the market. So, I'm sure there's going to be more in the market for sales. Probably going to get saturated and probably lower the price. 55 available for the ultra rare. 425 is the price. Rare 66 available. 125 is the price. Uncommon 108 available. $60 is the floor. Common 146 available. 55 is the floor. Oh no, I was counting on my girlfriend to wake me up for the drop. My mistake. Yeah, I think there's new whales coming to the app every day. I do fundamentally son because we got 30 to 40,000 people every day. And you got to think, most of them are not whales, right? Most people are just average people. But out of 30,000 people a day, you got to have a handful of whales. And I know the NBA players are finding out about VeVe, so you know it's going to go around the NBA. If you got any questions, Florian, I would just maybe write a support ticket, ask the team, make sure that everything's okay before you go ahead and do it. But if you're just really just sending a collectible to your girlfriend's account and getting gems for it. I mean, people transfer things like that all the time. All right, guys, appreciate you for tuning in today. A little short live stream action. You know, I'm not feeling the best, so I'm going to hop off. Wanted to just give an update, at least stay on to the market came open, give you guys an update on that. Glad to see that our prediction, shout out to Pasmanian, had a good prediction right there. Said about $300 to $400. So I said about 350 to 450. Price is basically exactly what we said for the ultra rare. Secret rare came out a little bit higher than I thought. Secret rare was about 1.8K. It's probably different right now. Let me see what it's at. Secret rare 1.6K. Yep. Yeah, I'll feel better, definitely. Appreciate you guys big time. Again, make sure you guys stay tuned. We will have another drop live stream tomorrow morning. And if you guys get that drop, that's going to be a good amount of money, I think, right there. So if you guys have been struggling on the drop, keep grinding, keep pushing through just like I am. Haven't got a drop in about 7 or 8 now, but it only takes one. Get that ultra rare tomorrow. That's at least $1,000. So just always keep that in the back of your mind. You know, if you're thinking about missing a drop, you could be missing out on $1,000. So it always pays to, you know, at least go for the drop if you got some gems. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to be signing off. Appreciate you guys big time. It's your boy, Johnny Dunn. We out, y'all.